Hey guys, Joshua here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Phanteks Enthoo Luxe 2. As you can see, the box is humongous because the case itself is actually also pretty big, so let's just get this opened up and take a look. The colorway that I have here is actually the anthracite grey, so let's take a look at it. I don't think I saw this at Computex as in this colorway. The other one that I saw was satin black, which they reviewed at Computex. But yeah, as you can see, this colorway just legit looks amazing. I really like it just because there is just that slight off black because this is grey, so it looks really nice to my eyes at least. Before we take a look at the insides of the case, things like that, let's take a look at the Enthoo Luxe 2 accessory kit, which comes in a very nice box. First up, there's some paperwork. Their manual is like super nice, like it's all printed very nicely, that it's colored, and it's not just like a single piece of paper like some cases do. And yeah, you get like what's inside, how to choose your setup, and all the different setups that you can actually do with this, and where the screws located, things like that. So yeah, I'm impressed with this manual. This is the dual system bracket that they've provided. So with this, you can actually put two systems in this case, which is what I'm planning to do, and we'll talk about that a bit later. Lastly, because this case is so big, you can actually put 12 HDDs in here, and they've actually provided 4 of the drive cages here, so these 4 are actually the same. I've just taken one out to show you what it looks like. Now onto the case. For the case, there's actually only a single button on the entire case because they've actually hidden the I/O on the inside here. What this does with the I/O being on the inside here is it actually just makes the entire case really very clean. You're getting 4 USB 3.0 ports, USB-C, your headphone and mic jacks. Airflow on the top, the vents are actually really big, so you can see I can fit an entire finger in there, no problems at all. And that is also the same for the side paneling, so even here, you can see my whole finger goes in very easily because there is a lot of room for airflow. On the back, you can notice the PCIe slots are not only horizontal, but they've actually also added the vertical ones in, but you're going to have to get a vertical GPU bracket for this, which is sold separately from the case, while on the bottom here, so I'm just going to show you this part. Here is where your usual power supply goes, and if you want to have 2 power supplies, you can actually just unscrew these and you can put a second power supply here, or you can swap it with the bracket that I showed you just now, and from there you can have a ITX PC that is going to be built in here, but you're going to need their Revolt X Pro power supply so you can power both units at the same time. On the side back, as you can obviously see, there's a lot of air vents. So all the way down to where your power supply is, they've also added holes in for air circulation. And this one, so let me zoom in here. This one, this is where the SSDs are going to go, and that's just really cool because they actually have this window slot just for you to put your SSDs, and you can put up to 3 here. Because it was secured for transporting, I had to take out the top, unscrew some of the screws, and also the front so that I could reach the thumb screw that's located on the front so that I can now swing the tempered glass open, and you can see that it's actually super simple and it's located on hinges. So you don't get any problems at all, you don't need to fear that you're gonna drop it, things like that when you take it out. You'll notice that I've taken out the top because like I said, it's to remove all the thumb screws, things like that to get the tempered glass open, but it's actually super simple. It's literally just slide. So Phanteks have actually made this a very easy process to be able to remove everything so that you can either clean the system very easily or you can see how you want to actually mod it. For motherboard support, on the top here you can fit up to a full ATX motherboard, and on the bottom here, if you're planning on putting a second system in, you will only be able to fit a ITX motherboard into this. cooling options, starting from the top, you're going to be able to fit either 3 120mm fans or 340mm fans in here. And then for the front, so here, you're going to be able to either fit 420mm fans or 340mm fans in here. For the bottom, either you will be able to get 140mm fan in or 320mm fans in. And lastly, on the back can either support a single 120mm fan or a single 140mm fan. For radiators, on the top, you're going to be able to fit a single 360 radiator. On the front, 480. You can also fit another 480mm radiator here. And on the bottom, you can also fit another 360 radiator. And the back, you can fit up to a 140mm radiator. Here, these are actually removable, so you can either put the drive cages in or they can be used to hide the SSDs on the back. And after that, even if you're cabling or whatever, these will hide it very easily. But if you put the radiator in, obviously you're going to have to take all of it out. Cable holes are also done up very nicely, so you're going to be getting some rubber grommets through, and they all don't feel flimsy at all. And even if you're putting like the braided cables through, they would fit very easily because these are legit quite big. On the bottom here, because this is generally where your power connectors are going to be, they also have some small holes that you can route the smaller cables through. I've removed the back so you can see how you can actually hide all your cables and route everything through. So they've already routed quite a few through. There are quite a few cable ties here that will help you to make sure that all your cables are routed through. And then on the bottom here, they even have this shroud to hide your excess cables that you're going to be hiding here, because this is where the power supply goes, and here is where you put the SSDs. And I may not have mentioned this, but the reason they've put this see-through glass on the back is so that you can mount RGB SSDs here, so like the HyperX SSDs that are RGB now, just to look really nice. And also on the back, you can obviously mount another ton of SSDs here because it's a full tower system. So I'm actually looking forward to actually seeing what I'm going to be putting in here. Like, I'm not going to go like crazy and put like 10 SSDs, but I'll definitely try to fill these up at least. One last thing that I really like about what Phanteks has done is all of their air ventilation holes actually all have mesh over it, so it's going to minimize the amount of dust that goes in, but obviously you're still going to have to open it up, wash it off, clean it off a bit. And these are magnetic. Okay, that's it for the unboxing and just quick overlook and overview of the Phanteks Enthoo Luxe 2. And I really can't wait to build in this because this is going to be like my main system I haven't upgraded in quite a while. So I can't wait to actually get into the process again, and I'll be showing you the parts and things like that in the upcoming weeks. So remember, like and subscribe for more tech and gaming videos. Hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos come up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!